it's Laura. Welcome back to my channel. I'm really interested to see what NWHI is back to. This is Siren Call. I do remember their original debut being not quite up to quality of what we were thinking it should be, and so I'm really excited to hopefully see them progress and see them move forward, and let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Oh, it already looks like the quality of the MV has improved. Even the musicality and the music is much better.
Siren call again tonight. 내게 what I don't ask why. 너한대로 like a tidal wave. 벗어날 수 없어, baby. You don't know how to start, or are you playing the game? Just say that you're the one. Let your heart speak more. On a roll every day, you like my oxygen. Make me like a shooting star. Got my heart, don't hold back. Then I'm switch back for taste. One that got you lost in my lace. Queen of the game, I don't play it safe. Falling for me like a leap of faith. Got you spellbound, no escape route. Say my name once, now you can't live without. Claim my lips out time. You're so upset, touch your soul.
I really like that. It's really pretty. Okay, I have to give them so many props. This is so much improved from their original debut song. I want to give a shout out. I think that they listened and they really took that into consideration. Now, is it still not up to par with what it's being compared to? Of course not. I believe when they originally came out, I remember a lot of people talking about how this was like a new girl group from a new company, from a new place, and to please not compare it to K-pop. But at the same time, they want to be, you know, working in the K-pop world. So that's why I think there was so much criticism at the first part, is because it really did feel more like kind of like just a dance MV with not a lot of care and thought put into it. Whereas I feel like now there was so much more care and thought put into this particular part. First and foremost, the music quality was just way better. The first song, I remember it being actually quite interesting. It was poppy. It had a little bit to it. But this, I felt like all the members stood out way more from that song. it just improved, like I said, tenfold. The choreography was much more in sync. You can tell that they've been training a lot more, they've been working together more, and they've been getting better at dance. Now, that being said, that I do think that they need to continue to work on their dance. They're not as in sync with each other. Some of the movements were quite sloppy still, and they didn't quite make sense in comparison to the rest of the music video. So it seemed like after the bridge, kind of towards the end, that is where they kind of lost that last part. But I think if, they just continue training, continue to work at it, it's going to continue to grow based on just what they've done between the first video and the music video and now. I also really like seeing the grouping of the members. So that individual part. I also have to give some props to the company for thinking about how do we make this look more sophisticated. And I think they did that in a very clever way by having only one set. And what they did is, rather than have multiple dancing sets, they had one dancing set. And then what they did is, it looked like they had a sitting set. So it was where they just were standing, they were posing and singing or doing things like that. And it was more for close-up shots. So now I love more of a combination kind of set where you could do a more advanced movements with that, more interesting camera angles and things like that, moving forward to get into more kind of camera angles and more vibes with that. And you still, like I said, I think that you don't have to have multiple sets to create a spectacular MV. So I do want to give them a lot of credit for that. Overall, I felt, like I said, the music itself was tenfold better. The whole thing, everything was so much better. They looked and sounded so much more like a group. And the rap was really good. I'm not a huge fan of rap, but I thought that was interesting. But I just think they need to continue working on that and continue to grow. So again, when you're coming into this industry, you're going to be compared, and it's not to say that there isn't talent there, because we can see their talent. They've grown so significantly in such a short period of time. So obviously they've worked really hard. They're doing it much better. I have to say, even the styling of this one was really good. And I think that I see a couple people, still talking about give the girls an actual music video, they do this and that. I think that the more that they work on it, the better it's going to become. So I think if the agency continues to listen to what people are saying, they continue to really take into consideration what and why and everyone is speaking like this. The girls themselves, you can just tell in how much they've improved in that short amount of time of how talented they are. So if you take more time, spend more time on their training, then they'll continue to grow and they'll continue to get better. Like I said, focus more on their dancing skills. I think their singing skills definitely have improved from the first one. Just in general, it just sounded so much better. So like I said, I really have to give a huge kudos to them. They worked extremely hard, and you can tell it. And this was so much better from the original, their first debut song. So I hope that the agency will continue to grow and improve, and for them, because they obviously want to do this, and I hope that they continue to get better. So I think this is still a little bit like a performance MV, but I think that with time, going on to a storyline music video has a lot more to it. So I hope those people who think that this is more like a performance MV or things like that kind of can take that into consideration also at where they're coming from. They're from a small company that's just starting out, that's doing something completely new that hasn't really been done. And so I definitely think that getting to that is going to be hard, but I think literally, but I think they will. I think they will get there. So tell me what you guys thought down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part in the particular music video? And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.